How's it going, everybody? Well, we are here at the Banner Saga 3. This should be the conclusion. We have 2 chapters left. But now the game has changed once more to a completely different style of gameplay. So, see how this goes. Have I tweeted? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, let me get this tweet out. Okay, let me try that again. Wow. Typing in the wrong website. And let me add a photo to that. I really dislike... That's the first one. The way that this saves photos. That's the newest one. Here we go. Ooh, yes. Picture where everyone's falling down into the hole. That's essentially where we left off. Hopefully. Okay. The tweet is out. Yes, new tweet, yes. Let's resume the game. Alright. So, the end of yesterday ended with a loading screen. Yes! This is where I was hoping it would start us. Okay. Loaded! Alright. The caravan fell silently in the absolute darkness until you lost all sense of time and place. Before hallucination and madness set in, you feel Juno's touch pull you into a sleep state and protect you from the worst of it. Is there something in the hat? Now, dim light finally reveals an approaching ground, like an isolated ring from a midnight sea. Nobody talked about the loss of Folka in that time, but the memory of her fell alongside everybody. Touching ground now finally feel like moving on. Walking feels like you've never done it before. This is the inner earth, Juno tells everyone. This is a cave, grumbles Ollie. I'm not impressed. In the gloom, Juno looks absolutely ghastly, beckoning you to follow. Reserve judgment till we emerge. Oh, Ollie. Ever since we lost the Hokan and Mokan, he's been my favorite. The Mender's light plays tricks with the crags. Shadows dance across sharp edges and distant cavities. Oh, hey, someone says, almost apologetically. I may have a problem. The edge is sitting on the ground. He appears to be missing a leg, but at a second glance, it's been swallowed up by a deep, narrow hole. The floor is riddled with them, like coral reef. Ow, 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 ow. But Ollie claps a hand over his mouth. You all hear nearby, scraping on the stone. The stone. Alright, get him out of the hole. Oh! He screams and blood flushes through the hole like a drain. You expect to see a stump, but instead there's a Tough carved through his leg by the rock's floor razor edge. He'll live, probably. Shields, you shout. And we get ambushed. Dang it. Oh, he got injured from that. Bummer. Swap places. And wow, what do we have for 55 points? Okay. Yeah, let's promote him. Ooh. I want to get his shield breaking up. You can't get another one as well. I don't think I have enough points to do that, though. Ooh, I like that song. This is really the first song I've noticed, taken notice of. Everything else has been pretty melancholy. I guess sinkhole. Now it gets uneven here. Just taking a look around the environment here, see if there's anything interesting, but looks pretty empty. Let's put her over here. That was good. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Not what I expected from that. Ride the lightning. Oh, I don't like these things. Oh, I wonder if that does splash damage or something. Oh, gosh. This thing freaks me out. 80% chance to hit. Yeah. Yes. Good work, Ollie. Here comes the next one. Yeah, see, look, that does like whatever that stuff is surrounds him, so I'm curious if it hurts us. Now, I have Ivor move over here. I don't want to get too close to these guys yet. Let's slow this thing down. Nope, you can't use that. You can't. Alright. What do you got? Okay. Not much of anything. Oh, I did not notice that. that's not gonna do what I want. Yes, nice. Ooh. This thing. Yeah. Alright, Krumar. Well, this does as much damage as I hope it does. That did 2 damage to that guy. Wait, that's gonna be costly for her. Dang, she's not in the best position here. It's gonna cost a lot, but... that doesn't work? I don't get why. Oh, it does. It does something. Alright, Ollie. Time for... get your flail on. That was okay. Didn't get any crits though. Yeah. Even where he is. Okay. Now you can use... yeah, I want Shatterstone. Okay, that didn't really behave the way I was expecting it to, and that's fine. Oh, you can. Ooh. Yeah, do that. 2 damage each. Not much. Alright. Thank you. Where's this guy gonna go now? Right here. Oh! He's like, nope, I'm out. Ollie's in trouble. He has 10 points. I think he has a better chance of killing this. You tried. Okay, now that's in the way. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That should have hit that guy too. Yeah, that guy isn't... I guess it has to be on the direct point diagonals, whatever. Ooh. Alright, well, I didn't think he was gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, right here. Still got this guy from there. Oh, yep. I don't think I need to use any extra points on that because I won't do extra damage, just how far the damage will go out. That did the trick though. Might as well use these while I've got them. Oh, no. Get... Yeah, you should get out. Let somebody else fight now. Ooh. Go over here and heal him up. Ivar don't care. Smack! Wow, I'm surprised that happened. A sour smell fills the air, acid vomited forth by the digging things. Warriors brag about the hard battles they fought, but no one will be bragging about this. I'm regretting this already, says Valgard, exclaiming a limp tickle. Courage, as you know. We'll see stranger things before we're done. Well, we haven't even seen anything. It was like the same stuff. This cave is only an entrance the Volga use. Each of the towers in the north is a different entrance to the Inner Earth. It used to look a little different before the darkness. Oh wow, so Inner Earth is being affected by this as well. Interesting. I'm curious if it has like the same kind of like layout as the Over Earth. Oh, that must be the that must be the ground zero. White tower clutches in the distance. Crouches. Small against the vastness of the inner earth. You feel tired just thinking about the march to come. That tower is our only goal now. That thing stands out like blood on snow. It doesn't belong here, does it? No, it's built by Volkov. It's where Ivan and I will undo this. What is the enormous dome laid beyond it? A fallen sun. And when do you plan to explain any of this? There may come a point when I have little choice. The point is not now. It will not be a short conversation, or a happy one. Speaking of unhappy things, I could sense the loss of Falca is a dire blow to the Ravens. It may be wise to try and keep their spirits up, and I'm afraid there's something else you should know. As we fell, I could feel a change in Arborang. What? Is she safe? Their days are numbered. We no longer have the luxury of not knowing. Every single day we lose is another day Arborang may fall. Enough talk then. Oh, so I wonder if they're like... Probably not, but I'm curious if these days are tied with 16 days. Yeah, I think so. That's how many days that bought us for Arborang. How many supplies they have over there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This place used to be full of life. Caravan moves slowly, taking in the strangeness of the place. What did it look like before the darkness, you wonder? Oh. Hands are freezing. Dayich trips over his own feet again. I thought you were supposed to be the sneaky one, Spar mumbles. But he's not doing much better. Ivan shakes his head. You aren't used to being here. It will pass. You ignore the bickering that follows. Everyone seems a bit testy. Others complain of dizziness and nausea, and swear the ground is rotating until you're forced to stop. Spar solicits for a new hat. Oh, we shouldn't stop now. We're not reaching the tower anytime soon, Ollie says, pointing. It doesn't seem any closer than when you first saw it. The others ignore your demands, and you're not feeling so well yourself. It seems like a long while before you head out again. Oh. I hate you guys. Why are you doing this? You guys are wasting their resources. Don't have long. Hello. Are you talking to me? Damn it. Every time I need a better introduction. Dayich continues as he walks, stumbling over his own awkwardness as he goes. Anyway, listen. This is going to sound weird, but I'm going to, a bit loopy. Cooped up with all these people. I can see that. But everyone keeps threatening me with death if I don't leave them alone. Join the Ravens, I thought. Why not? Where else would be safer? Look at this. This is the least safe place. Yes. I know, I'm supposed to be the quiet guy, right? Everyone thinks I'm sneaky. Well, look, I'm only the sneaky because no one notices me. Does it ever get to you being ignored all the time? No, that doesn't... I get chatty when I'm nervous. I hate this place. I hate being stuck in a bubble, like a fish. Fish don't get stuck in a... He continues babbling as you walk. Let's see. Ask about his travels. Killed that guy later, hunted him down, stabbed him in the face. It would cause me backflip sense. But now I'm stuck on a ship, months out to sea, right? Lots of foul stuff happening on the ships. I can tell you, douchebaggery. Maybe you think twice about going completely nude when we stopped at those hot springs. Still did, but you know what I'm saying. By the gods, 15 years now, if you count my stint in the regional theater. Hard getting work in the theater. Always in the back row, right? No surprise. I did a lot of carpentry for them. Actually, lots. Lots of furniture. The secret is you rub vinegar into the wood. And that's what when I just gave up and started working for myself. The only honest money I made was ever selling a song I wrote about chicken. Okay. I get the feeling I'm thinking I'm creepy, if they didn't even notice at all. But anyway, now she's in a panic to get all the guts back in her bag and everyone's looking. Then her husband starts screaming at me, "Freak! Big nose freak!" Maybe we should keep it down. That's rough, you know? You ever heard screaming, "Freak? Are you a freak?" The last shout echoes noticeably shortly after you spot movement. How's this my fault? We're going like the freaking sun in a festival down here. Stop shouting. Yep. What a prick. I'm gonna let him die. Wonderful. How far is she away? She needs a couple more kills. Nice going. This is my fault? Yes, it is. And we don't have any... Yeah. This is all we've got. Oh, we have the, oops, let me get Tempest going here. Should work on him. All right. This guy's movement. Go hit him. Yep, he's gonna go get her. What? He didn't do anything. Okay, weird. Sunstrike. Ooh, this might be really good. Yes. Oh, I hope he doesn't hit him. Shoot. The hell was that? Oh, that's what that was. He set up Overwatch. That's what he did as well. This guy sucks. Alright, that still works. Oh, it hit everybody. Did she get him? I don't want her to move because of this guy's setup shop. There we go. First he got a kill. Who's he gonna get hit, isn't he? Oh, okay. Bloody flail. Oh, dang it. Alright, what do we got? Ivar. Yep, I think another Tempest here. I want her to get another kill or two, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening. Nine. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got, alright. Up here, and this guy. He's got some good range. I kind of wish he had Overwatch. Let's see. Added strength and armor damage to target adjacent enemies. What's the difference? 1% chance to hit, strength damage 1, 1 break target. Add another point of strength or something? Yeah. Alright. Go fight this guy. Okay, good. I'm not gonna let him get away with that. Oh, she needs one more. Oh. I could use these to kill him, but I don't want to. I want her to get another kill. Oh, you can kill this one, I don't have her. Oh yeah, thank you. You just walked right in my path. Ooh. Oh, that's a bummer. Card got it. Oh yeah, no. Bye. I ain't doing that. That's what he gets for being an idiot. First he screamed like a crazy when he fell into a hole. And then he screamed like a girl for no reason. As you clean your axe, you notice Raven's kicking the crap out of something. It turns out to be Hitch. Between bloody coughs, he swears to keep his mouth shut for a while. And that seems to make him a little happier. I'll keep him around for subsequent beatings. Oh, 10 days left. Oh gosh. Across colossal cliffs, you spy countless pockets carved into stone. Those are the sculptors' homes. Alfred points out. Cherda. Okay, sure. There it goes. That's still not right though. Massive web of stairs and chambers, been a beehive of activity before the dread fled from the darkness. Don't move, she says, pressing her back to the stone. The ravens do the same. Beyond the monolith floats an immense creature, all tentacles and eyes swimming through the air. What in the depths is that, you whisper? A victim. Alfred says accusingly, aimed at the Volca. You heard an enormous monsters crawling from deep within the earth, but this one has been twisted horrifically by the darkness. Ravens worry that the light will draw attention even from this distance. Hide within a dwelling. The thing meanders to and fro, sometimes bumping and sliding into walls. After long observation, you believe it. Many eyes have been made useless. Caravan then leaves with haste, and you feel a twinge of pity for the mangled thing. Oh my gosh. That took a whole day. Oh. Oh my gosh. There's no way. That thing might be it. come on. Caravan enters a tall field of grass, or as Ivan tells you, something more like akin to seaweed. You wouldn't call it that anymore. Grass blades are now evident razors, corkscrews that bite at your skin, hold waist high, and go on as far as the eye can see. They break easily enough, Belgard says, shattering closer with a smack with a shield. Yeah, and the sound will bring everything that isn't already looking our direction, replies Ollie. Keep your pace. No slowing down. Morale declined. We lost another day. Oh, come on. Please let this be the last little stretch here. Ground begins to crinkle beneath your feet. Others notice it too. Juno hums a soft lullaby. And a nebula of lights drift from her staff like campfire embers, reflecting off a plane of tinted glass that sprawls out ahead in every direction. Ice. Or it was once. I can't be sure what the darkness has done to it. Unlike the jagged shell that you've trampled so far, it lays in geometric patterns of flat pieces, some hanging curiously in the air. Belgard dares to short sight into it, saying, "Seems solid enough." Single file. Go, go, go. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no, here's the serpent. And we keep walking forward like it's nothing. Oh, they're gonna have a little chat now. Juno grips her staff. Hands trembling, you've never seen that. She speaks low over her shoulder, but you hear it clear as a bell. No matter what happens, protect Ivan. What's the plan here? Not to lose hope. Serpent speaks, but you understand the words, but you get the tone. Juno shouts back, and you understand her perfectly well. You failed again and again. You won't succeed this time. The serpent rears up and it responds. Only wildly coiling loops of ragged monster scales can be seen in the light. It means to shatter the ice. Go! Strikes like a whip, snapping up Juno between its jaws, and slams its head into the ice wildly, unconcerned for itself. Juno somehow weaves patterns with broken arms. The ice beneath you, blocks. Suddenly, it occurs to you that Juno's taking control of something deep inside your feet, and it's approaching fast. Go! She screams once more. Ivan freezes, and you throw him over your shoulder and run. Just as the ice groans and splinters from another impact, snapping like bear traps. Ravens scatter in terror. And here comes the bigger fish. It's a whale. And they've kicked up a bunch of stuff. Dang. That's crazy. They're still fighting near us? Yep. They aren't far. I really hope that we get to our destination without having to use up any more resources. Does everyone hear you shout? Ravens' rods soot from their faces and cough into their hands. Thick black dust haunts the air, kicked up by the Leviathan's thrashing. I can see her, Ivan shouts. A global light detaches from the convulsing silhouette of a serpent, blazing through the air and crashing like a meteor far in the distance. Ivan darts ahead of his own light. Everyone follows. We crawl through curtains of dust. It's suddenly dark as a moonless night. Juno's light dims and winks out. Hurry, he shouts. Soon, you admit it's impossible to know if you're heading in the right direction anymore. Ivan begins to panic. Keep heading in the current direction. An eternity passes. More. Could it be days? You have no idea. Or even what direction you're heading anymore. You tread over identical flat earth. We're not going to fight her, just randomly wandered around. You concede to an exhausted crew. Soon you admit it's impossible to know if you're heading in the right direction anymore. Ivan begins to panic. Shoot. Going back and forth as you go. Excuse me. You sweep the area, leaving markings as guideposts. It's frustratingly slow. Hold. Ollie puffs after a long silence. And we fight. Oh, right. Kumar. And... we can promote her. Oh yes, definitely. I have no idea what to give her in points. Is that max? Okay. I guess crit chance. Alright, Kumar. Oh, I wish you could... It's 13... Like, if you go to this, you have to go back to the heroes instead of being able to go back to this screen. I wish it would show you his stats as well. This looks good. Rank 1 armor, yeah. Anyone else? Ivar has more. Cap that for him. Valgard. Yeah. I like crit chance on these guys because they can swing so many times. And then... yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give Ivan any points. I've got a feeling he's gonna be going away soon. Oh, there she is, yep. Very observant of you. Okay. Let's see. Ivan is... oh. I have him back here, actually. Ooh. Oh, he can't mend himself. Lame. Guess I'll toss one of these things out here. Ouch. I don't like her positioning at all over here. Oh. Oh no. Shoot, there's a timer on this one. Oh man. He's digging again? Oh. Alright, I hope that hits them. Of course not. Alright, this is like... I hate having this timer. I really, really hate having timers. That should have hit him. Five. Her attack only does like 2 damage, but you can make it from a distance, and safely, because that's helpful. But okay, all right. I forgot about that dumb thing. Sorry, guy. I have no choice. You're so dang close. It didn't hurt him. Amazing. 20% chance. Alright. Cancel that. This, yeah. Another Tempest on these fools. Oh, thank you. Seventeen. That should kill him. I'm at 3. One damage and 2 damage. 1 damage, what? What kind of nonsense is that? "14 turns. Why are you not doing anything to him?" That was quite bizarre. Oh, okay, good. Let's get out of here. No thanks. We're good. You don't need to fight anymore. We've got our fill. Ooh. You find Juno in the snow, mangled, barely recognizable, grotesque. No coming back from that. If the serpent in the fall did kill her, the slag did. Not to mention she's been laying in the darkness, who knows how long. This is the end, isn't it? We failed. What else do we do? Nothing is over. Ivan's voice are expressionless, but tears streak his cheeks. We take her to the White Tower. Ivor, pick her up. Please. It doesn't sound like a request. Darkness lurches upon the dome of light, stretched thin above the city by menders, weaving past stitches. Rides ripple through the slender spaces between people packed tightly together, and the warp to lick at your defenses, testing them. It finally sinks in now how many dead rest in Arboring now. This is really the beginning of the end, isn't it? You grieve. Leo says, the longship's finally sinking, so to speak. All's left to do is bail until our arms grow weak. You feel all those old nagging survival needs stretching at your thoughts. Food, water, shelter. Market? No. None. Huh? Funeral. Okay. For the king? Ooh, I'm gonna buy that item for Bastion. Okay, well. Oh, not for the king. They came from all parts of Arboring, carrying their dead. Your enormous longship. The king won't be needed anymore. Was hoisted up to the Black Rock Plateau. Never mind the hassle, that's a tradition. Arranged with the longship, many hundreds of bodies rest, ready for the afterlife, ready for peace amongst the stars. Their struggles are over. You hear all the oratory claiming the last rites, preparing to set the longship ablaze. Oh, that looks beautiful amongst them. It seems right that she is just one of many, that such a thing is heartbreaking. You breathe heavily, but refuse to cry. It would be a selfish sorrow. The fires are lit, and special bundles laid amongst the ship's edge tint the flames in different colors. A gleaming rainbow rising towards the sky, and a bridge for brave souls. You imagine the ship drifting out to sea as the fire burns low. The seldom audience begins to pile stones and soil atop to form a traditional tumulus. Raise a feast to honor the dead. One tradition deserves another, even in these grim times, especially now. Celebration is needed. Drinking begins immediately, and the feast grows throughout the day. Reminding you of older, happier times, even the menders on the wall were given flagons. Leo puts his hand on your shoulder. His eyes are red. Some combination of drinking and grieving, but there's a smile on his lips. I can only imagine how hard this must be for you. I didn't know what you did, but it hurts my heart that she's left us. Still, I can't stay sad. Where I look, I don't see dead. I see all those who live on instead. Stands beside you deeply in thought. Can't help from rhyming, can you? Slightly embarrassed, as if you caught him indulging in a vice. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't come off as disrespectful for what I said. I have a hard time putting it to bed. When I was a boy, my grandmother was a famous seer in our small town. I was in awe of her. She claimed that the gods never died, that they spoke through her. Others would come from far away to hear their fate or feel close to them. Sometimes she would listen through the wall to the amazing things she told those people, even though it was forbidden. She knew. Before she died, she told me a secret. She said she made it all up. I got upset. I called her a fraud, but she explained that just because she made it up doesn't mean it wasn't real. The stories we tell are just as real as the things we see and feel. Then she died. I remember those last words, clear as a bell, and I began to make up stories of my own. Eventually it became hard not to see the world as a story. And you're always writing one in your head. When I feel afraid or upset as a child, it helped to imagine myself as someone else reading my story. Like the gods were looking down and seeing that I could create things as well. Anyways, I'm sorry about the rhymes. I'll try to keep to more appropriate moments. It's time we moved on. I suppose we must. Mender shouldn't be left alone in the walls. And there's already murmurs starting through the clans of not enough food to go around. Sometimes it feels like too much. The true hero comes reluctantly. Then we move on, and now, shuffling feet, our hearts will forever be incomplete. Menders are spread out evenly along the walls, each overlapping the light created by the next. Guards with distant expressions stand to watch between them. Around their feet are piles of warped dredge and men alike. They're starting to scale over the bodies of the other side of the wall, says Zephyr. Some small disgust in her voice, as if to prove the point, and Mender yells when the warped rise into view. Hurry! Oh. Fight? A fight. Does that pop up when I take screenshots? No. I still cannot believe that out of all the people to survive, Luden is still here. Amazing. It's 1616. And all these titles are getting used up now. That looks good. Extra strength, a little less defense, but you should be able to take that. Eric. Let's see. What armor attack? It's probably good for him. Alright. See if we can help protect the Menders. Oh, this is interesting. Hopefully they don't come up behind us. Fingers crossed. Okay, they don't have much movement for now. And they get reinforcements too. Bugger. Oh. Oh yeah, no you don't. You can knock that right off. Yeah, they got a shield wall here. There. Haha. Alright, what if I do this? I've just hit that guy. Oh well. Try to keep these guys away from us. Ooh, should I go for... I'm thinking damage. Dang it. Got his attack off. Lucky duck. Should be close enough to use. Nice. Oh, he still made it over here. We need to take this thing out. That guy had with their stone singer having bleed damage, that should sort itself out by itself. Oh, bear's gone. That's right. This guy can summon reinforcements. What's your skill, guy? No, Stonewall. Don't do that. Hit this guy. Eric is kind of in a... Not too helpful spot. Alright. There's one dead thing. Yes, that's got bleed now. No, he doesn't really have much of a choice. Nope, can you do... Yes, do that. Bloody flail. Do what you can, guy. Oh, hey, he's still alive. Hooray. Nice. Oh, 8 turns left. Okay, good. They both have bleed damage now. Kindle. Shield slam, doing armor break damage, or just hit this guy. Damage or flail again. Get some crits in there, guy. Come on. My gosh. Right. 2, 3, 4. Yes. More turns. Eric, you better kill him. All right. More damage. Whew. That was close. That was close. Man, that was a tense fight. Alright. Hey, look who. Sometimes I have to wonder about humanity. We're barely holding the walls, and all the clans can manage is rob and kill each other. Captain, my men have seen more protection on the walls. You have as many men as we could spare, Volka. The rest are in the streets. Armoring isn't worth saving if only killers and thieves remain. Even if my father were here, he'd have little control over the city now. I have even less, but I'm even certain I can find I can find men loyal to my father's banner. Put me in command on the walls. Are you certain? I cannot guarantee any safety there. If there is a time for me to lead, it is now. They look to you. You realize that whoever put you in charge of the wall must be in serious danger. Well, every choice I've made in this game has been a terrible one, so. But you've made it so far, Udin. My father was a lot of things, but part of a son is not one of them. I'll send word to loyal men and keep the menders standing. Okay, here. Let's go to the outskirts. Part of the city smolders since the riots, marching the mood in the lower ring. Let me try that again. Part of the city smolders since the riots, matching the mood in the lower rings. Supplies are scattered, impossible to tally or portion since the funeral. Hoarding seems necessary for the future, and you're afraid of other clans in Arbering will feel the same. You overhear grumbling amongst the clansmen. Those most happy to feast to the dead are the ones feeling remorse now. If nothing else, we should set the precedent from here on out. Trust overcomes. Some people are relieved to place that burden on you. Others insist on keeping a watchful eye on the stockpile. What? Said you goodbyes at the funeral, 48 hours. Ration dwindling supplies, 36 hours. Brought off warped at the walls, 72 hours. Man, 6 more days. Okay. About 6 more days. That gives us a total of 18 combined with the last set. This thing. Ravens swear they see figures lurking from the corners of their eyes, and they hear whispers of dead family members. Some accuse the corpse of Juno, others the ominous pillars that have been rising on the horizon, the Dredge Godstone. Rise like teeth from the hungered wolf's maw, spar sings, swallows brave men, and the blight doomed star. An old song from before the gods died. Bidding, ambling through the tall pillars like teeth in obsidian forest, writhing the black great godstone. If my dead mother appears, I'm ending things here now. Make a joke at his expense. If your dead mother appears, you begin, but always stares mutter at you, and the joke curdles in your mouth. A spar crackles like a madman. Nobody else dares. Could have gone worse. Right. This is probably the last godstone that we're gonna see.
We push on, despite hope being lost, along with Juno, to something black and heavy ahead. Did the dredge build godstones of their own, or
They
is
did,
this something?
and hope is not lost yet, Ivor.
Yeah, I don't I don't think she's actually alive. In the sense that all the other characters are. You jerk in terror at Juno's voice in your head, and her hand slightly squeezing your shoulder. She breathes softly. Well done. You can put me down. Nerves get the best of even the bravest. Not another step, shouts Ollie. He pushes his way to Juno. You died. Not another step till you spill it. All of it. A chorus of voices concur, echoing the pillars themselves. Juno sags upon her staff. She looks at Ivan, but his stare is leagues from here. All will be well, she starts, but jerks back from Ollie's axe. From Ollie's... Okay. She starts, but jerks back from Ollie's axe blade at her neck. No more magic tricks. Wait to see what happens. Softly, Ollie. You're right. It's time you all knew.
This will be more easily shown than told. The Valka were the first to discover a world within our world. The inner earth, with its own lands, people, and sun. A source of power far greater than our own. Ivan is the boss, the leader of the Valka, brilliant, born with a mind devouring itself.
Huh.
I studied in secret to heal those wounds, and in time, we grew to love each other.
Oh.
But meddling with minds is forbidden, for reasons already clear to you. The council sentenced me to death. They agreed to spare Ivan the same fate if I went willingly. So I did. When Ivan discovered what had happened, he carried my body to the White Tower. In his grief, he drained the Black Sun of its energy, hoping to restore my life. The sun fell from the sky, ripping chasms through both worlds.
Oh, wow. And that's where the darkness came from.
The serpent slithered out from its shattered egg, half-born, and the darkness within spread. I had become the new vessel for its power. When we reach the White Tower, and Ivan releases my energy, the sun will move again, and the darkness will return to where it belongs.
Cool. Ivan carried me back to Ridgehorn before we could go no further. That's where Hakun's warriors found us. They understandably believed I was dead and left me there. Ivan lived still, if only barely. By the time he woke, the Varl had taken him most of the way to Erendhof. When I realized what happened, I traveled by ship down the river to meet Ivan at Sergrum, but the Servant's Chasm prevented this. I believe you know the rest. I am certain you have many questions. I will answer them clearly. If the dredge were taught by the Valka, why are they attacking us? The Stone Singers believe that we have betrayed them. Early on, we discovered the Black Side was a far greater source of power than our own. After the worst of the Great Wars, everyone believed that the Valka utterly defeated the dredge. In truth, we offered them peace. In exchange for the use of the sun's power, we showed them how to flourish within their own lands and create more of their own kind. So you created the Stone Singers. In a way, we only shared knowledge. It has always been a difficult question of how much control to exert. But now they believe we cause the destruction on purpose. They think that we wish to wipe them out, and like anyone would, they fight back. They're scared, frenzied, not listen. We have failed them as much, and we have failed everyone else. Well, what now? Now we return to the source of power. I'm not dead, but I'm neither alive. This energy within me was stolen. Ivan will place me within the Black Sun. The celestial sphere will circle again. The darkness will be absorbed, and without that, the serpent will wither. You'll be trapped in the sun. So they have to undo what they did. Pretty straightforward. And now that that's been revealed, I've kind of been getting the idea that's been the thing that's been going on a little bit. Overall, that's it. That's basically the entire core of the story. Was that these two became lovers? She did stuff that she wasn't supposed to. She got banished. He got mad, tried to revive her, and split the world. And then everything's just been happening. An enormous bell hangs from the carved stonework. Where? I don't see it. Even untouched, it hums with a strange, deep resonance. Afrun says, the sculptors build these godstones themselves. They raise bells made of those who have passed. It's said that a part of them lives in the sound of these bells, and they can visit their ancestors this way. That would explain the spooks. A stone singer approaches the godstone, hands up, shaking his head in warning. He seems to diligently avoid touching anything. At the godstone's center, an enormous bell dwarfs the other smaller stone. At the godstone's center, an enormous bell dwarfs the others, smaller chimes hanging throughout. The bell's handle calls to you on a primal level. Are you thinking of ringing it or kissing it? I wouldn't do either. Yeah, leave it alone. I can hardly think of a worse idea, you reply. Step it away. Curiosity weighs on you for a short while until the caravan separates from the godstone. Yeah, I ain't gonna touch that. Especially not if that stone singer is. Mind if I join you? Hard to find space around here. Just keep your voice down. That vicious, wicked Fifa won't share any of his drink. My head hurts. In the distance, Spar takes a moment from lazily turning his langspiel to throw all the wildly inappropriate gesture. Ran out of your own brew? Lost my own flask when that whale thing shattered the frozen ocean. You hear the things coming out of my mouth? Silver is no way to live, Ivar. What's your drink? What's yours? Yock's milk? Who cares? Never mind me. You know some men can't handle their drink. I can't handle being dry. Makes my head hurt. That seems like a problem. Never has been before. Who would want to take all this majesty clearly? I haven't been sober since I was 13, locked up in a bones guard cell. Gets a faraway look at his eye. Rum's my poison, to answer your question. Believe it or not, I can't even throw these axes worth a damn, dry as I am. But get a few drinks of me, and I'll see bright ribbons in the air. Wait, you see lines of light? Damn right, show me exactly where the axes are going to go. Usually I keep that thing to myself, but what's the point? You might be spell weaving. He straightens his back as if startled. What are you talking about? Like the Menders. Weaving? Like this, Negadier who farts lightning and raises the dead? But only when I'm drunk? And you're just using it to throw things better. He erupts in laughter, loud enough to make even the spar frown. What a time to be alive, eh, Varl? I'll drink to that. Oh, tease. You pass Ollie your mead horn, and his hands shake as he gulps from it greedily. Ollie, the spellweaver. My mom always said I was special. Maybe you're not as bad as they say, Varl. Who says that? Just take the victory. Ooh, 82 points. It's kind of ridiculous how much morale we're and just passing it out like candy now. Well, he has a promotion though. These. Alright, yeah. Why not? Ivar, yeah, let's give him another. Oh, I can give him so many points. Resist strength damage. You know what? I'm gonna give him one more. So hopefully he can regain points. Alright. I think that's good. But I think I'm gonna take a break before we move on. Feels like, oh wow, look at that fart. It snaps back. Neat. Alright, I'm going to take a short break. And we will continue on the way to the White Tower. Hopefully we're not too far. We got 5 days left of supplies. 4.5. So, we'll be right back. Right. Oh. 4.5 days left. I'm curious if, like, they know if you rest or not. Oh, we haven't rested in days. Oh, we don't got the resources. Do I have these in the right? One of them sounds louder than the other. Four days. Any of you ever tasted thistleberry mead? Yeah, the audio seems weird in my... any of you ever tasted thistleberry mead? He bursts out in the midst of deep and oppressive silence. You're all some grimy company lately. I could really go for some thistleberry right now. Others mumble in agreement, but someone passes around enough strong drink to spread around. Sometimes I feel like they're just putting words in there for the sake of putting words in there. Soon they're trying to one-up each other about what they plan to do when they reach Harborang. Listen to the stories. As you all know, I don't drink. Ollie smirks to a couple of laughs. But I knew a place back at Bornsgard that make you be glad you're sober. Bunch of animals. I'm not going to put Strand back together. See who finds their own way back. I had a home there, and friends. He gives Ollie a stern look. Noticing his stoic silence, Spar points at Krumar and starts shouting random guesses. I know what a mighty Krumar needs. A feast, a longship, a throne made of fallen foes. Kumar snorts at the last one. No, but if you were worried about that, I wouldn't correct you. You wouldn't think the dredge traveling with you would understand what's being said. That's probably for the best. The age has managed to slip in an opinion between the brody chatter? Body chat? They use some weird words. I always wanted to... He quickly gets drowned out by the others and slowly mumbles to a stop. Yeah. Don't let that guy talk at all. Give me a pile of coin when this is all over. You're gonna have to sleep on, Bercy says. Been working on others for my whole life and it's wearing thin. Think I've earned some easy living. Several ravens toast to this. Ivan musters the courage to speak up. When this is all done, I'll keep my feigned mouth shut. Ollie hollers over him and the others roar with glee. Ivan's smile vanishes, but he's trying to relate many have brought him some goodwill. Bach says nothing, but everyone can tell he's thinking about spears. And our silent protector, Spar, quips up. He looks at you. What does the great Ingvar dream of him in his sleep? Waking up. Aye, true enough, Spar replies. On that somber note, the caravan continues on, the tower growing even closer. Oh, please be the tower. That's not the tower. Why is it warmer right here? And why does it look different from the rest? Oh, I didn't see what he said. Soaring shards of smoky glass just askew from the ground, as if flung here. At first it looks more the inner Earth's strangeness until you realize that the splinters of the black sun images reflect off the mirrored surfaces, creating an illusionary army of ravens as you walk through. Hold on, says Ollie. I thought this place was bad before. Now there's 6 of ditch. The nauseating, sweaty warmth is still radiating from the fragments, has everyone eager to pass through, except Ivan. He stopped at one, with his hand pressed against the glass surface, looking at his own reflection. Uh-oh. Oh. Come on, Ivan. It's time to go. I hardly recognize myself. Could be worse. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to compare. The reality of what I do is sinking in. We're getting close. He stares into the distance. Now is not the time for second thoughts. It was always such a long way off. There was more time. Time for what exactly? Juno revealed it already, but there's something you may not fully grasp, something she forbade me to tell you. She worried it might change things. More secrets. The only way the Black Sun will return to the sky is Juno to seal the darkness within. So she has to stay there, trapped for eternity. A fate worse than death, and it was my fault. All she's done is fight tooth and nail to make things right. All she's ever done. You see anger spreading across Ivan's face. He's almost looked as if he's draining energy from the sun shard. What if there's another way? Even with the sun broken, there must be energy enough here to destroy the serpent. It might be enough. And it might not. Why shouldn't I try? Why shouldn't I be listening to any of you? Ivan, think of your friends in Arborang. His mouth becomes a thin line, and some of the fire in his eye goes out. I know. I apologize. My thoughts have been always difficult to control, ever since birth. My mother was the head of the Volca in her time. When she had a boy, the council was worried. The males of our kind were always had a touch of madness, to varying degrees. My father couldn't contain his own. I suppose that kind of power would be hard for anyone. It is a curse. I'm only alive thanks to Juno, and she kept this power within me from spilling out. When she spoke to me in a dream at Erentov, I wasn't sure it was real. I had gone so long without her help, I was starting to lose control again. Everything she's done was to heal me, and she suffers for that. Can you imagine feeling so powerful and weak at the same time? I can imagine. Close, but not close enough. I'm just going to say this. I'm starving, and I don't mean it as an expression. I'm so hungry I might die. Our caravan is getting precariously low on food, and nobody dares to drink the water that pools into the dark crevices. You're feeling it yourself. The Sun Singer seems to understand, though. You've never seen them eat anything before. Scraping a hard bell-shaped object from the cliff walls and hanging it to you with emotion, like opening a book. Huh. I thought it was just more craggy rocks, this bar. It had a hard obsidian shell, but once cracked open, a surprisingly bright pink plant resides within, squishy to the touch. Ask the Volca if it's safe. Why would I? What about the crazy lady that talks to him? Step up. It tastes like a mushroom, slightly sweet. A couple minutes later, actually feeling stronger, a bit more energized. Everybody eats it. Oh boy. Keep a friend company? Oh my gosh. Afron beckons during a short rest, patting a lonely Yeah, padding a lonely mark at the caravan's edge. Innocent enough, but you see ulterior motives on her face, rather than the white tower in the distance. You have something on your mind. You, Ivar. It's funny, I should hate you. Many sculptors are my friends, and you are who they tell their children to fear. But I don't hate you. The more I know about you, the more I like you. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Straight to the point. Ivan and Juno, they trust you, don't they? But I wonder if they've earned your trust. Do they have yours? Of course not. Now Juno, she may be weaving little truths. But step back, look at the whole tapestry. They wield terrible power. Perhaps you've noticed. It's exactly what they made for in the Order of the Menders. Ah, look here. We're only healing the sick, building houses. Pay no mind to the madmen on ivory towers. Turn the world inside out. I've considered it. Come closer. Ivan created a Fane immortal. Can you comprehend? Juno cannot die. But that wasn't their goal, was it? What is immortality without power? Mercy. No, I think they're trying to make a god. To make themselves gods. Don't tell me you believe they come just so far to undo it all. What are you implying? Not to sit back and let it happen. That should be clear. Say something now. I'm not asking for your promises. But a time will come, and soon. I think you'll see the truth unfolding before your eyes. When that time comes, look to me. Trust your instincts. Juno and Ivan are not the only ones who know how to twist the threads. I will make certain what they claim to be doing is what is done. I've got to live here too, you know. Interesting dilemma. Oh boy. Oh, this is giving me so much anxiety. Distant rubble approaches, and all the things that could race through your mind. Someone shouts, "Earthquake!" Violent shaking peels rock sheets off nearby cliffs. They crash around you in great bellowing clouds of dust. Is everyone alright? You're shot in the aftermath. Knew I recognized you from Sumgar. Valgard shouts. He swings at Ollie with a clenched fist. This bastard tried to push me into falling rocks. As the confusion and the dust clear, frustrated ravens are letting off steam with chants of fight, 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 fight. I'm gonna intervene. Valgard manages one last half-hearted punch to Ollie's face. They push each other away. True enough, there'll be plenty of time to settle this later. Count on it. That earthquake was no coincidence, Ivan says, changing the subject. Same as when the serpent carved chasms through the earth above. Be on your guard. We're not gonna get to this bridge. Yep. Back to Arborang. Try and buy more time. Oh, it's right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. If Arborang's story is written on a tapestry, the edges are becoming frayed. The menders are dying. A few to the warped. A couple to straight arrows and mad revolters. One to exertion. Suffer pulls them back to the next set of walls. The noose tightens. Not everybody survived the scramble to safer ground, and you see the lurching bodies of the fallen just beyond the black veil. Gone, but not dead. Oh. Oh, this is a so any of these can pretty much... If I don't pick these in the right order, I might not get as much time. Oh, the shadows out here are so crazy. Ew. Alright, let's go with the houses first. Black soot builds up from ramshackle shelters and is spreading to bigger buildings at an alarming rate. Fire! Serves him right. You overhear Varl say, watching from a safe distance, you realize he's talking about Ruga's loyalists, who scrambled to save their own things from a fire they probably started. Rally able bodies and help put it out, though. A few brave hearts join you, creating a chain of water buckets. It's water you doubt you can afford to lose, and worse, you don't seem to be making much progress, and the fire continues to spread. Cut your losses. It's beyond control, and you're starting to learn to live with that. Even Ruga's mind give up and cut their losses. Alright, go to the commons. A livid crown of horseborn confront each other. You realize Canary and Deridu amongst them. Their hooves lay victims of the spat. Canary is waving her javelin threateningly. You can't be certain of what sparked them this time, or who's to blame. So, much more stressful time, I think. Convince Canary to put her weapon down. Confused at first, as expecting you to take up arms with her, she hurls the javelin into the ground in protest. You pull the crowd apart, until the only thing still being shown is insults in the wind. You never do find out what happened, but such luxuries seem to be less and less within reach. And the wall. Come quick, unbloody guard. He leads you up to the wall, to the menders. Worse for wear. The dwarves are poured out of the darkness and still more, mostly dredge. But now you recognize more and more of them as Arborang's clansmen turned into nightmarish creatures. Whereas you begin, noticing a pile of dead guards and a panicked mender holding his light against the approaching warped. Here, shouts Ludin. On the other side of the mender, he approaches with armed men. Haven't lost any menders yet. We've been fighting them off all the way down the walls. It's coming a lot faster now. He stabs through a long... He stabs through a lunging warped. And here's more, he shouts. I read that as lung. I still like the setup, but maybe rearrange it a bit. Avoid strength attack. Yeah. Give him more armor. No, I don't think any of those really are going to help him that much. This guy's just gonna have a bunch of avoiding. No, let's treat less aggro. Yeah, all the good ones are taken up now. Points of damage. Yeah, I might as well use these. I mean, hopefully we don't need those later. And regain willpower. Okay. Wow. Oh. Oh, actually, put you over here, put Eric over here. Interesting setup. Romance. Sure. Tempest. Nice, Ubin. Right, move here and then there. Interesting choice of targeting. And they really want to take this guy down quick. Here and 8. Loaded 5 top area. Yeah. Bloody flail. Get those crits in. Oh, you dingus. Alright, move up back here. And... ooh, yeah. Get a kill. And bear gets a kill. Ashton gets... Oh, he got his achievement. Strange I didn't get that earlier. And gone. That was a lot easier than some of the other fights. I think we're okay. Romance. Put Grimmy here and... Oh, I missed that. I'll take a look at it later. Romandier and Petrus. Maybe they're buddies. The monsters beyond the light are becoming increasingly aggressive. Despite the victory, the writing is on the wall. We've bought some time, but this is not sustainable. We're going to have to fall back before long. That's not much. That is not much at all. What does that mean? What does that mean if we don't have enough supplies to get there? I know shit's gonna happen here. Something bad's gonna happen. Stop the caravan. Raven selectively take a moment to catch your breath. That's Bellower on our heels. We can't just ignore it. We all know how this is going to end. You know what happens if we make a stand against Bellower. If the serpent awaits us at the tower, then we'll have to face it with Bellower at our backs, and that's no option at all. I'd always wanted to meet Bellower. Seems like the time. Who else wants to see a legend in action? By which I mean me. If I'm going to die here, might as well be against the Sunder. You won't come back. Who's going to take you there anyway? I'll go. Go where exactly? To speak with Bellower. I could speak with him. Perhaps he'll listen. And I'm the only one who can create my own light. At worst, I can distract them for a moment. At best, maybe we can learn something. Something about it. Alfrune's willingness strikes you as odd. She winks shyly. If he doesn't want to talk, that's what I'm hoping. Wouldn't be the first time I've vanished without a trace. We'll meet up again on the road. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this, am I? No. But maybe you have a message you want me to deliver? Oh. These two have quite the history. Tell them I'm sorry. And good luck. Good freaking luck. So these clips were homes for Dredge. Because I'm starting to see a lot of movement ahead. Do whatever you do. Don't scream. This time, the shifting shadows in the corners of your eyes are real, ahead and behind. The others have noticed they are quietly pulling blades, flickering like a school of fish as you press together. The earth-shaking howl echoes off stone, surrounding you. Bellower somewhere out there. Fear seeps in against your will. There are warped everywhere ahead, clustered together to slow your progress. And more dot the horizon. We're so close. You know his frustration. Charge and break through. What are you waiting for, you shout? An invitation from Bellower? Oh. No. We lost the other guys too. What? he should be healed by now. This is bogus. This is... Oh, I have the selection of the worst kind here. Da-da-da. Here's strength damage. Voice strength attack. Chance to puncture. Living Legend, level 15. Neat. That didn't heal him though. I guess Spock. I have our front. Okay. Alright, we can move around here. I'm Ollie. Actually, why do you go here? No, wait. That's better. Oh, he can reach us. Great. Yep, he's gonna go in the back and do his thing. Okay. Yes, gets so close. Alright, yikes. You are a crazy man. Oh. Nice, that interrupted him. Okay, what is your range on your lightning? 2, 3, okay, it's still 6. Okay. No. Stone wall. Critical per adjacent ally. Nice. Had to do damage. Got options here. Good. Okay, now Bloody Flail. Yep. What just happened? I heard a sound, but it was like weird. Yep, get that guy. Oh, crit. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh. Fortunately, I can't do anything else. Bloody flail on this thing. Not bad. And these guys are just not lining up. Knockback target and bleeds when moving. Okay, that's a further one. He goes first. Knocks back one tile. I want that. Oh, dang it. It's now in perfect position though. Multi-strike. Okay, Ollie. Of course. It's gonna do 2 damage to him. I really hate this staff thing. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that thing. Yep, that's about all. This is a mess and a half right now. Come on, kill him. Oh, it disappears with him. Nobody told me that. Six attacks. Anything crits. Then he kills it. Oh shoot. I missed that. Alright, guy. Alright, good job, Bach. Oh. Okay. Cool. Three enemies. Castaway. Oh. warped are becoming more relentless. He's still out there, you say, unnerved that something as massive as Bellower can slip secretly through the darkness. You rub your sword axe as you step quickly over warped bodies. Keep your eyes open. Complaints of aching feet and sore back somehow take your mind to off-room. Or maybe you sense something from the corner of your eye. A tall frame of Bavaro bobs from within a porching light bubble. And as the caravan is eager for details, you should have seen Krumar. Percy says in disbelief, "We're not out of this yet, but he bought some time, and he paid for it." Alright, let's see how much more time we can get. Armies have crashed against the steep black cliffs of Arborang before, as the warp do now. You retreated again, and it was costly. Thousands more dead, but necessary. Banshee wails went on long into the encroaching night. The black rock walls have never been breached, the menders tell you. Even with so many slaughtered, space is scarce. Leo nods when you tell him you're going to get some air. Outside the crowded gathering halls. Survivors camp in different clusters atop the black rock. You wonder how many families sewn up in your banner are just memories now. Then you note how strange the silence sounds. The clans have lost their taste for troublemaking, and even the warped have withdrawn. Maybe you're safe up here. Maybe the menders are right. Teague draws you into a stupor. Feels weird to be doing nothing, Leo says, breaking the silence. Spirits are low. Maybe this would be a good chance to see how everyone's holding up. You consider it. Ubin. The scriber is scratching diligently at his paper. He looks up. Sakech halts whatever conversation he and Ubin were having. Hello, Hunter. Found yourself a patch of quiet and don't know what to do with yourself? Something like that. The eye of the storm, as the poets say. You start predicting the weather when you've been around it long enough. Or maybe you just talk about it more. The old Varro stops scrying notes to talk. Ever seen anything like this before? You know, I've heard mankind take to being called old an insult, but I never knew why. Now let me think. Well, the fall of the Scormanstead was something to behold. Half of a city sinking into the Silverstone. And Grofheim was even bigger. But something like this? No, it was not. Funny how our memories measure worth, isn't it? I remember my companion, Grand Elf, telling me I look like an eggplant, better than I recall a city sinking beneath the waves. That's why I like to write these things down. Sakesh says something in his own tongue, and Ubin laughs. He says I don't look like an eggplant. The evil Varl stops scratching notes to talk. What have you been writing? Stories, mostly, but not like the Menders and Scalds, no. The Menders write about what's the past, and the Scalds stretch fantasies about what's happened. The historical writings are mostly useless if you ask me. Even a perfect record is only as good as the man reading it, and most of us aren't that good. You mean we remember things the way that it suits us best. You can spit a dozen different morals from the same yarn. Indeed, we're a bunch of liars at heart. I write stories about people. When someone reveals their own hopes and fears, that's the truth of things, even if it's a lie. Understand? One of the reasons I talk to people like the Horseborn. I like to speak at the Ridge too someday, if they'll have me. I'm gonna skip through this. But I feel like I should like take all the talking options. Hopefully that will give us more time. Alright, Zephyr. Overseeing the menders, looking just as drained, if not more. She calls you by name. I've heard more about you since coming to Arborang. Seems like the people owe you a great deal. Didn't do it on my own. Close enough, though. I wish I had supported you better at the gates. And I also had heard you travel with a varl named Young Veer. That seemed like quite a coincidence, at first. How did you discover the light spell? Not easily. Things went bad at Anar, and I was the only one left in the aftermath. I spent days trying anything I could think of against the darkness. I nearly gave up, but what Juno Ivan must have done, nobody thought it was possible. When you became a Volca, are you all forced to take an oath to be as vague and mysterious as possible? I'm sorry, it would be hard to believe if I had told you. Try me. I believe they had pulled down and shattered the black sun that resides inside the earth. Okay, yeah, I see your point. Do you know Ivar? He is well known, especially amongst the Dredge. They say he once slew a sunder named Reyes, who carried Belower's child. Ruin was Reyes' sister. It's my belief that Ruin came to Arborang hoping to find Yngvier. In the face of the darkness, the other sunder had scattered to the wind, but Ruin wanted revenge, even if it meant killing everyone in the way. Are you saying all the people who died in the siege was because of Ivar? And I can only imagine why it is Bellower chased you all the way to Bornsgard. I suppose there's no point in secrets anymore. After the Great War, the Volca tried to broker a peace with the Dredge, and mostly succeeded, but one of the conditions was that we delivered the varl named Yngvier. They called him Destroyer. We searched, but never found him. As far as I know. Juno and Ivan would almost certainly have recognized him. Did they ever mention this? No, but they nearly let him die at the Prigid Erendorf. I wonder, was his discretion truly Yngvier's, or... No, best not to speculate on such things. You trust your friend Yngvier completely? Yes, then you were right to let him go. And that itself gives me hope. What's your plan now? Keep this light lit as long as I can. In the early days, the Volca had nearly godlike powers. They spent generations obsessed with immortality. It has become diluted over time, of course. Did you know that the Volca raised the black rock plateau we're standing on, pulled straight out of the earth? The unnaturally dark rock is the same material Dredge used to make their armor, believe it or not. That was long before I was born. I've learned a few tricks, but all I can do now is share the same blind hope that if we all just hold out, well, maybe this will be more use to you than me. How long do you think we have left? Not long now. Make the most of your time. The Warped have not been able to scale the Black Wall since coming here a day ago. Many want to take full advantage of the respite. Others call it folly. Keeping a full watch now means forcing fatigued and wounded survivors to take turns. Some haven't slept in days. Okay, this choice will get us the most time out of anything. Forget the watch. The few who protest loudest begin yawning with their arguments, and they soon give up. Diligence falls to the wayside, but the warp do not come for now. They say it was luck. If it means everyone has a chance to recover, the risk was worth it. A woman comes to you quietly in confidence. Saw a whole bunch of those fools, she confides. Drunk as boiled owls. Liven it up down there. Some of them have snuck downstairs and taken advantage of the dwindling mead. Join us, Hunter, they chortle. When you go to look for yourself. Can't take it with you. Maybe they have a point. On the other hand, these supplies could have been stretched out for days. You spy Tagviri amongst them. He slapped the cup from his hand. It rattles through the floor. As you watch it continues bounce, as if on its own until the whole room rumbles and shakes. Flagstone bursts around your feet, and the warp clawed away from underneath. Oh no. Oh gosh. Terror drags the sluggard to their feet. This must be what the warp had been up to this whole time. Fane, slurs the man, pulling down a barrel onto the warp, knocking it back below. Fane them all. Save supplies. Leave the meat alone, you shout angrily, pushing a man up the stairs, and send some real help if you're going to be useless. Quickly. More warp drag themselves into the basement. An eternity later, backup comes clumping down the stairs. What took so long, you shout? It's not just here. They're coming up all over the plateau. Amongst the warped dredge rises the twisted wreckage of what must be asunder. Just as its presence makes your skin crawl and your instincts scream, flee, aware. Send them back into the dirt, you shout, in spite of yourself. Okay. Oh, use Zephyr now. Magically infused zone. Turn to foe steps within these. Receives a burst of power for 1 turn. Mend. And breeze. The Mender grants one or more allies the speed of the north wind, allowing them to move unoccupied tile on the battlefield for 1 turn. Greatly adds to movement. Magic can be hero to make a much longer route than a tile would be otherwise possible. Neat. I'm gonna stick with my little group here, though. Spend points where I've got them. Resist. Resist everything. Alright, well, he's the only one who can really get anything, so... Whoa. What is that? A sunder? A warped sunder? Fight, we're all doomed. Oh, okay. So he is also with us. Or is he? I can't tell. Uben moves first. 15. Alright, Ubin. Bash his face in. 1 damage, what? That's silly. Oh, he got a crit in too. Perfect. Interesting. I'm gonna do what I can to kill him as fast as possible. Chance, yeah. Oh. Break damage, hot estimate, dredge, hurts all others. You can't really do anything from here. Let's move up here. %. Oh, he's bleeding though. Good. Okay. Alright. He is now boxed in. Yeah, you can't do nothing, pal. But what? Before you spend any points, you just do it. Yes, kill it. Double blind. Ooh, I have control of Tukviri now. Drunken fool. Oh, wait a minute. Use a pig sticker. Well, doesn't seem like the spear guys have been very useful. Well, we got rid of their boss, so it's just a matter of whittling them down now. Have him move over here. Oh no. He's in worse shape than I thought. Right here. Oh, this is gonna be devastating for them. Alright, all three of them are now poisoned. And bloody flail. Nice. Okay, come on. Yeah, he just... Oh. Oh, there goes Ubin. Darn it. Oh, he can move. Right here. Okay. Eight damage to you. Nice. Nice. Two left. More damage, okay. Hopefully crit. Okay. Pillage. Oh, he didn't even get to do anything. Put an end to the warped sunder. Ubin is down. The basement is dark and silent once again. The survivors hustle to seal and cover the holes. You're suddenly glad you saved the mead because you could use a drink right now. Someone is telling Zephyr that only half the menders have survived. Hey, poor days. Ah. Alright. Fingers crossed that that's enough to get us to the tower. Warped dredge bodies ornament this hill like what? Warped dredge bodies ornament the hill like crenellations, some sitting or slumped, all dead. What happened here? Grunts Valgard, pushing over with one foot. Hundreds can be seen from the hilltop, and they look suspiciously arranged. This wasn't a battle. Valgard continues. Noting the same, Juno and Ivan have nothing to add. Wait, if this is a warning of some kind, for something ahead. Keep moving. Feign 'em, all the ads.
The white tower that looked like a toothpick when I first saw it now soars above our heads, dwarfing any structure made by kings or WoW. This is where our troubles began. And with luck, where they will end.
In the back of your mind, you always knew it was coming. A fearsome figure stands before the White Tower. before a crowd of warped terrors. Almost startled to worry you wouldn't make it over our growls. Knew I'd see your smiling faces again. I was expecting the serpent myself. The serpent carved a path for me straight to this place. It must be getting pretty desperate if it brought you here to deal with us. On the contrary, it seemed like a great idea to me. Go ahead and try some mind trick. See what rage really looks like. This is the last chance for reason, Bulwark. Your ravens can survive this. They're not mine anymore, witch. You know, I saw this place in my dreams. So this is where the Volca did all their dirty deeds. Stole your powers. Never thought I'd end up taking the Dredger's side. Ooh. Rush him! You lunge, your weapon, urgent told Bulwark, momentum. Nothing happened though. That was it. It didn't. Alright. Remote. Yep. And dodge. Alright, that's max for him. Yeah, I guess I'll promote Ivan. Well. Go with crit chance. Ooh. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. 20% chance to crit. And yeah, I guess that. Alright. That is it. Oh, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, Bercy's back. Yeah. See ya, Bach. No points available. I do not mind. Ivan at the end. It's time. Oh, whoa. Icicles. I've had enough. Nice. Haha. First strike. Oh, I can't position other people. Alright, who's after him? Ollie. Then Bercy. Right. Ivar's only got one choice. Oh. Why is he not doing anything to this guy now? It's kind of frustrating. He just got to do so much damage to him. Alright, Ollie, come on. Alright, I guess Ivar's just gonna fucking die here. Alright. Check out his armor. What are these at this guy? Sunstrike. We can't move anywhere. Should have brought the witch instead of Ivan. Battering ram. Basically boxed him in now. Ollie, okay. This is great. Mercy can't go anywhere. Alto crystals send shards flying when struck. Sounds dangerous. Do nothing. Try to kill this guy? Almost. Sunstrike that guy then. Guaranteed damage. pushing back a little bit. Alright. Finish this guy off. Now he's gonna do the same thing. Well, Ivar's dead, basically. Just up to Percy. One health point left, of course. Ah. What's your added strength and energy? Or adjacent. 10. Excuse me? I think we're fucked. What do you have on him? Injured. Alright. He's gonna have no armor. But Yep. Oh, shoot. Three, four. Come on. Come on. Most of these guys are basically full health. Wow. Okay. I'll let you go over here and use the last of your points. Alright. Oh, yes. Keep them away from us. Shit. Bye. Yep, and then now they just healed up. Go get him, little buddy. Does that mean I can get him? Yes, it does. Not much, but two left. Great. damage. Ooh. Oh, you let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot let him do that. Oh, this is close. Wow. That was shitty. Yeah. I fucking get it. Everyone died. Glance up. The White Tower is much taller than you imagined. Tall enough to reach the sun, you wonder. A trick of perspective? No, there really are that many stairs. Volvark doesn't look right. Still as he is. But he doesn't rise again. Ravens stare, wearing a wide range of emotions on their face. You have no time to gape yourself. You drag Ivan towards the White Tower, where spiral stairs lead upwards beyond sight. I think I'm going to take a break here. Chapter 21, I don't think there's much left here. That last chapter just took a very long time. So I think this is going to be wrapped up fairly quickly. Well, I'll take a short little break and find out what happens. Quickly, the top of the tower is just up the stairs. This is crazy. I still can't believe this is the actual sun. Are you really going to put it back into the sky somehow? Ivan will. You know, there has to be some other way. I can't. You can. We've come this far. Wait, Juno, wait. It's really going to be now. Give me a moment. It's pretty crazy looking though. Thankfully not using up resources.
The world lives or dies here. This is it.
At the center of the tower, Juno sits upon the pedestal. Ivan reluctantly begins his task. Juno hovers in the air, immobilized. She looks peaceful, as if finally letting go of the burdens she had carried this far. And you hear a familiar welcome. The serpent raises its tattered head to the top tower. It speaks in an ancient tongue as before. Be gone, creature. You don't have the strength to crush this tower anymore. The serpent continues its slow, undiluting speech. Undiluting speech. The smoke rolling over seawater. Ivan stops. He's listening. What does it want? It's giving up. It wants to make a deal. Half a prophecy of extinction, it says. The darkness will lift and it will spell our arboring. It consumes only half the world. In exchange for what? Juno's energy. If I release it to the serpent, Juno will be gone. She won't suffer. He's considering it. This isn't what we came to do. Things change, Ivar. This is out of your hands now. Tell me why. Have I not earned that, at least? He returns his attention to you with frustration on his long face. Behind him, the serpent rattles in resentment at being ignored. Why? Because Juno does not deserve this. Don't you understand what's happening here? How could I? It's been nothing but lies and secrets since we first met. What choice did we have? Try to imagine if I told you the truth when we met. It was hard convincing anyone to listen in the first place. Back in Skurgum, when I begged you to wait for Juno, how long did you wait? Would you have been so quick to abandon Rook or Let? After all I did in Eretov to save the Var from extinction? If you knew the truth, you would have drowned me in that lake yourself. I couldn't even trust you to save yourselves. You could have waited forever. She would have never come. But that's hardly the point. What's the point of this, Ivar? So brother and clansmen can keep killing each other over petty disputes? So Varl and Dredge can go on destroying each other over ancient history? Even after we recognize the Dredge, we were only fleeing the darkness, same as the rest of us. Even after discovering the Dredge child dying in the snow, an infant, everyone was ready to slaughter it like a pig. It was wrong, but what's done is done. That's what I expect to hear. You've had practice killing Dredge children before. Is it really what you want to argue right now? Seriously. If you're going to ask me to weigh the fate of the world against Juno, tell me why I should care. The serpent slows anxiously, but is not accustomed to being ignored. But Ivan continues in spite of the danger. And we both know how this world really is. Remember Denglir's Godstone? The old woman lies to our faces about who attacked who, and then she mocks us for not butchering that cinder on sight. Even with the truth laid bare before us, there was a debate. How can we hope to overcome that kind of spite and ignorance? That hatred? What are we fighting so hard to preserve exactly? I will continue to hope until the day there's nothing to hope for. I know you believe that, but you don't know the depths of it the way I do. There was a woman near Orsma River. After we somehow survived crossing the chasm, some of her own clansmen had tied her to a stake, which, they screamed, it was meant to starve to death. I could see it in her face, a torturing pain. Do you remember how many deaths she had hung there, starving before we arrived? 3 days. So they told us. Maybe those men lied. Over the sunset, maybe they miscounted. She had been there at least 7 days already. I could feel her agony in the tapestry. According to their own absurd rules, it proved she wasn't a witch. She should have been freed. Can you imagine suffering like that for a world that doesn't even remember you? That's what it's about, isn't it? This is about Juno. I'm not trying to make everything about Juno. I just need to believe in what I'm supposed to do. When we found Juno's body smashed and broken in frozen sea, I saw the same fate for her as that poor woman starving to death, suffering alone, forgotten. Everyone else was so quickly to give up on her. I'm grateful that you did not. that's what you're asking me to do now. I'm not sympathetic. I realize it's hard to sympathize. But maybe of all people, you can, Ivar. When you stood against Belor at the Bridge of Aarontoff, I finally recognized you, and I knew what you had done to raise it and his child. You followed us both to Borngard to finish the job. What would you give to have Rook back? Don't make Juno suffer an even worse fate, please, Ivar. Trust me to find a solution. Alfred gives you a look to say as if he lies. You're going to do something that has to be now. Years flash before your eyes. The things you know about Juno and Ivan, the sacrifices you made, the ones you've lost, all that hardships. It won't be in vain.
For all our foresight, it was putting trust in my allies that doomed them.
Nope, you're not doing that, Ivan.
I watched with horror as Ivan was cut down. The energy spiraled from Alfred's control. But somehow she has succeeded, despite her own destruction. Why it ended this way, I will never know. And I can only wonder if those still in Arboreng will know my sacrifice here. I won't give up on them, even if all that remains is a memory. Goodbye, Ivan. My love.
Granolf made it!
I remember this place, where my mother would braid my hair and we'd gather flowers. It's where Ivar carried me on his shoulders. This is where my father taught me to hold a bow. This is my home. Dad, is it really you?
It really is. You look so different now from the little girl who left Skour alert.
But I failed, Father. I'm so sorry. I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't save them.
Sweet girl, you failed no one. I could never be more proud of who my daughter has become. Do you remember gazing at the night sky with me, before all of this? I've been watching the stars since I came here, and found that all of those points of light are a different fate for different people. Some are meat halls of endless feasts, some are glorious battles. The brave go where they want to be.
So I never doubted that you'd come back to us.
And there it is. Oh, wait, I want to get a... There we go. It's almost hard to believe they really did it. Whatever it is. But the sun's actually moved again. For a long time, things were looking pretty hopeless. The gods are dead, the world turned to dust, and we still survive. What now? Time passes. Life will return. Grass and green will sprout from the dust. I believe there are other survivors, far in the north, perhaps huddled around godstones. Such of the darkness, there may still be horseborn fleeing across the fields, or ships of men, or dredge without sunder. So we rebuild. I just wish that Rook and Alette could have been here to see this. Something tells me part of them will. For a long time now, I've been thinking of an epic poem. You'll never guess the inspiration. Would you care to hear what I've got? I think that would be absolutely appropriate right now. Only the sun has stopped, cut with a keen-edged sword. Little did they sleep. At least not from home. Weary of the weight of the sun, of our bones the hills, the slayer and the slain. From their homes must all flee, and cast their hone into the air. Speak in all tongues where a foe might lurk, the destined day shall come. The fetters were burst, brothers' flight, kinship slain, and in fear quake all. A true hero comes reluctantly, raising high their shining light. Alas, the sea is still dead and wide, the hounds are hungered. We live as we will live, with the mighty grief that was ours and theirs. Only we few remember it now. Not bad. But it could use a couple more verses at the end there. You're right, it certainly could. Cool beans. All right. Well, that about does it. The presentation and everything of the game was really nice. The overall story is pretty good. But it probably won't be something I'll be revisiting again. It was good nonetheless. Anyway, that's it for today. I believe my next scheduled stream will be for Minecraft Monday. So look forward to that. Tinker around on Minecraft on Monday, and then the rest of the week will be kicking off with Kingdom Hearts. So, see you next week. Thanks for stopping by.